Beyond the corridor of our time-space, there are infinite numbers of universes. Each of them is governed by its own set of laws and physics. In that sense, every single person has held every single title with every single other person at some point. But what happens when time and space break? What happens when infinite universes become one? Teams will have to work together as one, not in fear of the convergence, but in trust in the name of their partners, knowing that in some other universe they've already done this before. But when all universes become one, who will walk out? The Danganronpa Hunger Games Champion of Champions title. Mitarai, Nagito, Crazy Hyoko, Extra Large, Kurokuma, Ryoma, Sakura, Dr. Taichi, Juzo, Ruruka, Chiaki, Shuichi, Kole, Monokuma, Fuyuhiko, Kotoko, Sayaka, Nagisa, Momo, Kokichi, Justice Hammer 1, Komari, Ibuki, Kori, Kazuha, Monosuke. When the world around shatters, who will stand tall in what remains? Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the Radiance Toonlink. Dave, Bravo, Dave, and I'm the Anomalous Cars. Few know me as the man, as you've heard in the intro. Ready to crown a champion and, more importantly, end off the most unfortunate season, the unluckiest season. Season 13 has had spills, chills, thrills. But today it comes to a close. And with it, a finale of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Are you ready? Am I ready? Boop, 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 boop. Excellent. Let's do it. Once again, I say we've introduced everybody here today. It's been one heck of a season. As we look at our cast here, we have to pay attention to a couple people who have never held titles. But we also have the two characters who got the most misfortune this season, Chiaki and Kotoko, somehow, some way, both finding their way here. So, without further ado, I think it's time we roll through here and introduce everyone that we've got. Starting at the top, we got Young Mitarai. In fact, hold on. Before we even do that, scroll up just a little bit so I can say yes. District 1 sees Young Mitarai start out the season as champion with Nagito. District 2, Crazy Hyoko, Extra Large, and Kurokuma, both looking to become singles champion for the first time. District 3 sees Ryoma and Sakura. District 4, Dr. Taichi and Juzo. District 5 sees Ruruka and Chiaki. District 6, Shuichi and Kole. Was in the premiere, earned her way into the premiere, did well enough the premiere to earn herself a spot in the fan vote, and thus, you guys voted her in. Will Kole be able to have the heist of the century? We'll have to wait and see. Monokuma and Fuyuhiko, your residents in District 7. District 8 sees Kotoko and Sayaka. Freaking Sayaka. District 9 sees Employee of the Month Nagisa and Momo. District 10 sees Kokichi, never count him out, and Justice Hammer 1. District 11 sees two widely decorated souls in the Danganronpa Hunger Games, Komaru and Ibuki. And District 12 sees a trio. Corey's in the house with Kazuha via your fan votes, or Corey via winning, Kazuha via your fan vote, and Monosuke via the by the numbers brawl. And so, we've made it. And so I ask you, are you ready? Live chat, are you ready? Non-live comments. Let's do this. Let's get this show on the road. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Do I have anything to announce yet? Wednesday hasn't given me anything. But Wednesday has a whole lot on his hands because he's ruined a lot of things. That being said, who do you got? First, second, third. Make your picks right here, right now, live chat comments, and I'll make them too. Oh, you know what? Nah, I won't show that yet. That's for the future. You'll see it soon. You'll see it within the next, hopefully within the next month, because this is what, the 12th? Hopefully within the next, well, maybe not in the next month. Maybe in the next month, just for fun. Yeah, we'll see. Regardless, that's a future me thing. I'm gonna take Crazy Oak Extra Large for first. I'm gonna take freaking Sayaka for second, and I'm gonna take Ryoma for third. I know what you're saying. 2 members of the entourage and freaking Sayaka? AV, you losing your mind? I've always been losing my mind. If for a moment you thought I wasn't losing my mind, think again. But we've introduced everybody. We've had this show. It's time to get it on the road. Shuichi, good luck to you. But I can't just say, hey, let's start the episode. I gotta do one more thing, and that thing is... Asner. Are these prescription, my guy? Do you wear glasses now? Was it the stabbing or just the tossing? Did you... Something must have happened to hurt your eyes, in which case... I don't feel bad at all. Not in the slightest, honestly. You kind of deserved it, my guy. In fact, get those glasses out of here. We got a roll to get on. And how many times? Look at... Oh, it's a 1. Oh gosh, that's not good. Shuichi, I'll be frank, I'll take it back. I don't think things could get even more disastrous than they did today? Yesterday? I don't even know what day we're here anymore. The time-space continuum's so messed up. But you know what's not? The fact that we're re-simulating just a single time. Mitarai, Nagito, Crazy Oak Extra Large, Kurokuma, Ryoma, Sakura, Dr. Taichi, Juzo, Ruruka, Chiaki, Shuichi, Kole, Monokuma, Fuihiko, Kotoko, Sayaka, Nagisa, Hiroko, Kokichi, Justice Hammer 1, Komaru, Ibuki, Kori, Kazuha, Monosuke, Danganronpa Hunger Games, Champion of Champions title. Let's get going. Hit it. The tributes stand on their podiums and the horns, they don't sound so horn bearers. If you could do what you do best, break out your horns and just sound them. Thank you very much, horn bearers. You'll love to see it. However, we must go on. And as we do, Justice Hammer 1 finds a vision. Looks like Justice Hammer 1 is not wasting the opportunity, does not get many chance of the singles finale anymore, but now, we'll see. Hiroko gathers as much food as she possibly can. Crazy Oak Extra Large and Kurokuma fall in love at first sight despite the circumstances, backed by popular demand. Sakura. Juzo receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. A stray bolt of lightning causes Kori and Kotoko to switch bodies. Who would have thunk? Shuichi runs away from the cornucopia. Buki gets a shovel. Nagisa grabs a backpack. Let's go! Jumps in. Vamonos! He can lead the way. Hey! It's empty though. Not delicioso. Chiaki grabs Kokichi by the leg and smashes him against the ground repeatedly. By the time she finishes, Kokichi has been completely pulverized. You know when I said you never bet against Kokichi? Maybe today was the day to do so. Fuiko runs away from the cornucopia. Sayaka was spacing out and wonders if the die landed on a 1. Oh, it did. Ruka runs away from the cornucopia. Ryoma is the elusive option 11. Nagito runs away from the cornucopia. Monosuke forces Kole to sing, "Please give me wings." Kazuha runs away from the cornucopia. The doctor tries to explain to Monokuma that there's been a mistake. He's not supposed to be here. Komaru, I should ask the doctor for help. Perhaps he can straighten out the timelines and bring the repairman back. Anyway, Komaru enters the game feeling a little under the weather, so young Mitarai and Monokuma comfort her and offer to take care of her this game. We only lost, I think, a single soul as this thing started off. But we must keep going. As Monosuke, young Mitarai, and Ryoma hold an intervention from my darts addiction, I didn't even show up because I don't have one. Chiaki and Hiroko played tricks on Nagito while Kurokuma steals from his room. Juzo wonders if Nagito has Nagito insurance. Well, you know, while he's getting played tricks on, you know, you might want to ask him. Kazuha is ready for the fight before Christmas. Kazuha, maybe one day he'll be in the AW. I'll have to mention that to Wednesday, even though he probably won't listen to me too much. Monokuma decides to lend Avi a hand and kills him a Komodo dragon that's loose in the arena. Kole wants a nickname similar to sharpshooting steel-minded big sister Sarah. Ibuki is exposed to the doctor's sensitivity aura, causing her to become a little bit more emotional. Sayaka receives medical supplies from a mysterious man dressed as a wizard. Shuichi plays patty cake with Corey. Fuigo drives up to McDonald's, wants an ice cream. The machine is working. How lucky. This has been a very fortunate first day for most people. Sakura asks for Justice Hammer 1 as Axolotl. Justice Hammer 1 happily shows Sakura and Axolotl in a bucket. Okay, Justice Hammer 1. Kotoko gets her hand stuck in a can of Pringles. Haruka asks Avi if she can be in the World Pancake Championship. You know, not for nothing. It's as the kids say, ask and you shall receive. Huh. It's all the way over here. There we go. Oh, let's see. I still need to transfer this over. World Pancake Championship. Here is the new list. Ruruka. Get yourself in there. Honestly, starting to fill up already. Nagisa is exposed to Komaru's sensitivity aura. Crazy Cultural Art steps on a Lego brick while barefoot but shrugs off the pain. I think we may have only lost Kokichi. Never mind! Y'all, I was like, man, what a very peaceful day in contrast to the tag team one, but it's time for musical chairs. Whoever isn't on a chair when the music stops will be eliminated. And Kole spots a chair on the bottom of a cliff, jumps off the chair, lands, lives. Juzo does the same and lives. Crazy Oko Extra Large and Nagito, they're both fighting over a chair. Now realizing that Sakura has already taken it, eliminating them both. Ibuki spots a chair at the bottom of a cliff. She yeets herself off the cliff, misses the chair. Big ol' yikes. Ryoma and Kurokuma sit on a chair at the exact same time. The doctor's about to sit down when Ruruka snatches the chair from beneath the doctor. Ruruka sits, leaving the doctor to face elimination. Chiaki and our champion Shuichi sit on a chair at the same time. Kotoko spots a chair at the bottom of a cliff, jumps off the cliff, lands on the chair, and lives. Survives. Kazuha just can't find a chair, forced to face elimination. Corey and Monokuma sit on a chair at the same time. Komaru sits on an invisible chair with crossed legs. Huh. The posture. Nagisa copies this. They're both so impressive they survive elimination. Monosuke hits young Mitrai with a chair, sits down immediately afterward, ensuring young Mitrai does not survive the event. Justice Hammer 1 sits on the ground and simply says, "The world is my chair." It's such a power move, he survives elimination. Sayaka and Fuiko sit on a chair at the exact same time as Hiroko can't find one and is forced to face elimination. I want you guys to pay attention as we proceed. Kokichi was the only one gone, and then we lost 7 more people. Therefore, for them, I can't say anything but that it's the saddest of all moments. 4. Kokichi, Nagito, Crazy Hiyoko, Extra Large, Ibuki, The Doctor, Kazuha, Young Mitrai, Hiroko. Nearly a third of the competition who see everybody's statuses. I mean, just about a third, to be completely honest. Just like, it's a string. It's like a what? We have 25. Yeah, we have 25. 25? Do we have 25? We have 25? That's wild. That's crazy, kids. But nearly a third of the competition. The first row suffered. There's only 3 of them left. Kurokuma, Ryoma, and Sakura. The second row, however, only lost the Doctor. The third row only lost Hiroko. District 10 still has Justice Hammer 1. 11 has Komaru. And 12 has Corey and Monosuke. The rest of this game could be as peaceful as the first day, outside of the arena event, so let's go ahead and proceed. Let's see if everybody's just kind of vibing. They were vibing until musical chairs. Will they keep vibing? That's the real question. Shuichi starts night 1 while eating a sandwich, fully restoring herself. Chiaki fins Sayaka, Ryoma, and Kole away from her fire. Monokuma thought that he caught the glimpse of the elusive Mamakuma. You should know that exists. Monokuma, if there's anyone who should know, you should know your own mama. Monokuma does not respect mamas, or especially his mama. We denounce Monokuma. It's official. Sakura goes to the dog shelter, lets all the dogs out. It was her. She did it. She let the dogs out. Corey does a quick prayer to Atua before going to sleep for the night. Some things are just naturally angry. Creepers, zombies, and Komaru. I don't believe that. Juzo, Nagisa, and Monosuke look for more people to become friends with. Kurokuma and Kotoko tell each other their greatest fears in order to grow each other's trust. Justice Hammer 1 severely slices Fuyuka with a sword. Who would have thunk? Ruka loads her shotgun with a physical form of murderous intent as we proceed to day 2. Corey starts to go crazy. Chiaki searches for firewood. Juzo buys AV merchandise from AV's Wares and despairs. Nagisa dyes his hair gold. Kole teaches Shuichi some fighting moves. Little does Shuichi know that Kole's teaching him wrong as a joke. Why would you do that to the poor champion? Unless she's using this and she's gonna win the championship off of him because he's using some fake fighting moves. Kurokuma exclaims, "Not the Naegis," for no reason in particular. Ryoma goes nya nya to Ruka, stabs him in the chest. She does. Goodness gracious. Monokuma puts all of his faith into Atua. Monosuke invades Sakura's personal privacy and listens to her sing in the shower. How could you? Sayaka confides in Komaru. Komaru's probably giggling like a dork. Kotoko's working on an ad that will appear in the next episode of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Justice Hammer 1 is trapped in a box. A small device is in there. It can release a deadly poison every hour. Is he dead? Is he alive? We can only find out if we click proceed. Now here's the thing. We're about to find out right here, right now. Does Justice Hammer 1 live? He does not. How sad. In fact, it's probably the saddest of all moments for Fuyuhiko, Ryoma, Justice Hammer 1. A total of 11 of these tributes have perished. Keep in mind, 14 left. The next 2 will not be going on to the season 14 premiere. In here, we still have Kurokuma, we have Sakura, we have Juzo, Ruka, Chiaki, the champion Shuichi, and Kole. Monokuma still remains, as well as Kotoko and Sayaka, as well as Nagisa. We could see a Pinky in the Brain finish. They could be the final 2. We'll see. Komaru's still hanging out. A lot of Ultra Despair Girls still hanging out. Maybe just in that like little cluster together, but they're hanging out. Corey's still in the house, as well as Monosuke, and so I think it's time we just proceed and see what unfolds. We got a 3 out of 14 chance that a bear walks out of here with the title. 1 in 14 chance that we see Genshin take the first singles title for Genshin. Shuichi's got a 1 in 14 chance of retaining. That's the big thing here. Everyone's talking about who could win this championship. Shuichi could just retain it. Let's see if he will. Let's proceed. 4 more until your saving grace picks, 2 more until we have our top 12, and 13 more until we see who is crowned champion at the end of this episode. And as we go on, we see some perishing. Some perishing indeed. Monosuke, Juzo, Kurokuma, and Sakura get together and form a rock band. Sayaka ships Monokuma and Kole. Monokuma and Kole are incredibly uncomfortable. After losing repeatedly in chess to Uruka in chess, Chiaki tosses the Uruka into the campfire. Rest in peace to Uruka. Nagisa finds a big red button, decides not to press it, but accidentally trips and activates the button. Kotoko, Komaru, and Corey suddenly drop dead for no discernible reason. I believe that means Uruka and Kotoko just barely do not make that premiere. Corey and Komaru will, as Maki grabs Shuichi by the throat. That being said, we will be at saving grace picks, but will we be at the feast? We will. And as the cornucopia is replenished with food, memoirs from the tribute's families, Juzo finds some arrows in the cornucopia, grabs a bow, but upon checking his supplies, he didn't grab a bow, he grabbed a fishing rod. What a fool, how unlucky. Kole decides not to go. Shuichi and Monosuke and Monokuma get into a fight. Monokuma says, "Screw you, my son. And screw you, young champion." Shuichi, you put one heck of a fight, but it is indeed a new champ alert. Good on you, Shuichi. You tried. Sayaka decides not to go. Kurokuma severely injures Sakura in a fight, puts her out of her misery. Chiaki falls into a pit and dies. And Nagisa's killed by elusive player 1. We are down to just a few now. Just a few. I think it's Kurokuma, Sayaka, Monokuma, Kole, and Juzo. Goodness gracious, this could end in a moment's notice. Kole tries to sneak attack Monokuma, but Monokuma catches on, runs away. Juzo embraces spring and plants of roses outside of his camp. How delightful. And bringing us now to our final 4, Sayaka shoots an arrow into Kurokuma's head. It is Kole, it is Monokuma, it is Juzo, and it is Sayaka. 4 people who have never held the singles title before. One of them will walk out with it after this final saddest of all moments for Ruruka, Kotoka, Komaru, Kori, former champion of champions Shuichi, Monosuke, Sakura, Chiaki, Nagisa, Kurakuma. And now I gotta ask you guys a question. As we see everybody's statuses, are your picks still in? Maybe, maybe not. I feel like Kolei's got her following. I feel like Sayaka's got her following because it would make me angry. Juzo might be someone who nobody picked, but might be in the saving grace picks now. And now we see Monokuma could walk out of here as the misfortune season ends. We could see Monokuma walk out with the title. That almost feels too perfect. But you might need some saving grace picks. Your picks might have all been slaughtered in that fantastic musical chairs moment. But hey, let's make some new ones. Let's make some saving grace picks. As I said, it's your final four, and none of them have held that singles champion before. No one has held in these final four the champion of champions title. We start with Juzo. Juzo, who I believe in the Despair season, which was it 2 years ago? 1 year ago. 2 years ago? We've been doing this for a long time. We sure enough have. I think it was 2 years ago it was. Juzo, all of a sudden, was the most unfortunate soul in that season when it came to the Despair Dimension. When we think back, he hasn't held much in terms of these games. This could be his moment to turn it all around. Will the misfortune season truly belong to a soul who was claimed misfortunate, the most misfortunate in a previous season? Kole. She's got to find a tag team next season because she's just been performing. She's been performing. She plays pretty well and did some great KOs the last time she was here via preseason into the premiere. This time she's in the final four. And she could walk out with a championship. Without a shadow of a doubt, I think Kole has to find herself a tag team next season. Heck, she might find her way into the AWE. Let's see how this goes. Monokuma. Another soul who's like, oh my gosh, an icon of the Danganronpa franchise has never held that singles gold? In the season of misfortune, I think it could be. I think it should be Monokuma. However, how misfortunate it would be, how unfortunate it would be for all of the AVs if freaking Sayaka won. Everyone has their everyone has stated their claim, but who will walk out with the gold? Juzo, Kole, Monokuma, Sayaka. Pick first, second, third in the live chat in the comments. Make your picks known. It is saving grace picks. I will make mine as well. Give me I think I picked Sayaka for first at the start, so I'm gonna take Sayaka for first. Or she was at least in my top 3. Give me Monokuma for second, because it feels right. And then I do just want to see Kole. She's gonna come back for the premiere anyway, but I want to see Kole shine, so I'm gonna take Kole for third. With my jinx, that means Juzo wins this championship match, but I think I got it right this time. And I think we're about to find out together. Live chat, I know you've made yours. Comments, I know you've made yours. So without further ado, it is indeed Juzo. It's Kole. It is Monokuma, and it is Sayaka. And they're all caught in what we like to call within our final 5 in championship action a golden crises of fate. Let's do it. 1 resimulation, 4 contestants remaining. And as we click proceed, does it all end? Once I actually click proceed, does it all end? Oh! It sure enough does. Ladies and gentlemen, look at what happened. Juzo stabs Sayaka in the chest with a sword, but Sayaka beats Juzo to death with a baseball bat. Sayaka then dies from blood loss, and now standing together, Kole and Monokuma decide to challenge me, Avi, to a showdown to end the game, to end the season on their own accord. They said misfortune will not be ours. They survive. They beat Avi. And are declared winners. Kole, Monokuma. Monokuma, Kole. Both Neither. It's both. It's both. You don't get this. It's not a who. I can't ask you who is it gonna be. We see who it is, and as we proceed, it's clear as day. District 6 and District 7 back to back. I'm alright with it. Cause it wasn't Sayaka. And you know what it is? Your winners. Who could have foreseen a sudden ending, and that sudden ending being a tie between two? As I said, she's shown up so infrequently, but whenever she does show up, she shows off Kole. A true agent of misfortune Monokuma now are both your new Danganronpa Hunger Games co-champions of champions. Kole! She's gotta find herself a team next season. She has to. Absolutely, without a doubt, she has to. Congratulations to her. Monokuma! I guess it feels like it's about time. He's seen Usami hold so much gold. He's like, my Usami? Multi-time tag team champion? Usami? Former champion of champions? And I've never held the he didn't like that. And so here he is. Champion of champions, co-champions. With a little lady. Who has only competed, I think, on 3 occasions? And each of those 3 times she showed up and showed off? Showed up strong enough in the premiere to earn herself a fan vote here. As we proceed, she didn't have to get her hands dirty in the slightest. She is co-champion, she is pacifist, and she is your winner along with co-champion and winner, Monokuma. Congratulations to them both. We end this season of misfortune with a celebration of 2. Sayaka in 3rd place, Juzo 4th, Kurokuma 5th, Nagisa 6th, Chiaki 7th, Sakura 8th, Monosuke 9, rounding off your top 10 Shuichi, but we have to give a little bit of credit to both Kori and Komaru 11th and 12th, which doesn't matter in this case because they will be going on to that season 14 premiere. Yeah, they do. Man, what a matchup. Didn't expect a tie, especially between Monokuma and Kole. It all ends. Kole, I was gonna say, Kole's got her fans. She won that fan vote by like a decent margin. And now Kole is here. Congratulations to her. Champion of champions, first Genshin singles champion. We've only had 3. I believe 3, yes, I'm pretty sure 3. Champions, Danganronpa Hunger Games champion of champions that were not from Danganronpa, the first being Cell, the second being Mizuki, and now Kole shares that very rare opportunity, that very rare title. Good on her. Co-champion with Monokuma. They're honestly two different strokes between those two, but I'll tell you what, they came to an agreement, they fought me, and they won. And you know what? I acknowledge them for it. Kokichi in last place. I guess today was the one day that you bet against him. Or maybe that's more of these time-space shenanigans. Maybe. We'll proceed one more again. It started with Chiaki grabbing Kokichi, pulverizing him, and it all ended with a tie. Kole, Monokuma challenged me, ended the game on their own accord, and were declared winners. What else can I say? Congratulations to them. They did it. They sure enough did. We'll proceed one more again. Nagisa, Sayaka both had 3 KOs. Chiaki with 2. Juzo, Monokuma, and Ruka all with 2. Justice Hammer 1 with 1. And Kurokuma with 1. And Monosuke with 1. We had our top 12. We had one heck of a game. And as we go back to the reaping, I can say with certainty, congratulations to, in the same district as the champion, Kole. And right after Kole, Monokuma, back to back, they were together, and back to back, they are champions. I'm proud of them. I truly and sincerely am. But that is the end of this season. Another season in the books. The Danganronpa Hunger Games first class for the Hall of Famers is going to be not this Sunday, but next Sunday. And I think I'll reveal your votes next week for the Hall of Fame, and then we'll get into it. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll save that for the actual Hall of Fame ceremony. We'll see. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are too. So until next time, when preseason begins, yeah, toodaloo, flight crew, thank you for this incredible season, and thank you for watching.